Oh, you want to get better at builds, but you don't know where to start? I got you. In this video, I'm going to show you all of the maps that I used to get better at the game, to learn mouse and keyboard, but also just to get better at building, editing, crosshair placement in general. This will work on controller. These maps will work on controller and on console. I'll have a video for no build side as well, but this video is going to focus on builds. So let's get into it. Now, you'll notice this video won't focus that much on high ground retakes, quadruple edits, fancy stuff like that, because that's not realistic. You're not going to be doing creative edit courses on people in a real game. Yes, they look cool, but you try to build to the moon, you're getting chopped out in a real game situation. 90% of fights inside of the building playlist in both ranked and unranked and in tournaments and in box fights. So this video is going to focus on a lot of the core mechanics you're going to need for box fights, such as piece control, aiming, editing. We're going to throw a good box fight map in there. We're going to also throw a map in there to help you get better at rotations and end games as well, because that's a huge portion of it as well. So let's get right into the video. So in my opinion, the most important mechanic in the game still is piece control, because it ties into every aspect of building. Whether you're building to the moon, build fighting somebody, whether you're box fighting someone, it's the most important mechanic to have, in my opinion. And once I learned the piece control mechanic, I say I got 5 times better at the game instantaneously. This map is the one I used when I switched to mouse and keyboard in chapter 2, and it's still effective to this day. Candooks piece control edit course, I still hop in this map from time to time to brush up my skills. It's a very good beginner level map, and I'm going to show you it. You're going to want to load into this map solo with public matchmaking turned off so you can get low ping. You see I have 1 ping right there. Pump shotgun. Now you're going to treat all brick builds as if they're enemy build. So then here, I would go here and you build as much as you possibly can around the enemy builds. And essentially that's the whole point of this course. So you might only start with like, okay, I can't build all this stuff, so I'm just going to place a cone. And then next time you run through the course, I'll place these walls. And the next time you run through, place more. But the goal is to place as many builds as you can around the enemy builds. And then in general, you place as many builds as you can as you get better and better at it. I haven't done this course in a while, so you can see I'm a little bit rusty. But it runs through the same exercise a few times, and then you'll see it switches up the exercise. So I'm going to flip to the next exercise real quick, and I'm just going to run through all of this. So here now, we're going to be practicing going up, building, boom, getting someone's box, bop. And then you do practice a drop down, place the cone in there, bop. Practice double edit, drop down, bam. Well, that was close. All right, so this one is actually a very useful exercise. Someone's above you, what are you going to do? Boom, 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 bop, right? Very useful, because if someone is right there, you can place the cone, prevent them from going up farther, take that wall, and that's all you need. So this one's a little tricky. You can go either left or right here. What I do is I just try to place as many builds here as I can to protect myself. Go down, bop, bop. We have more drop down edits here. Sometimes I'd like to do this and get a little fancy. And then here, you're going up, building here, building here, building there, bop. Now, see what this course does is it not only gets you used to just like, you know, when you get near an opponent, building as many builds as you can to box them up, but it gets you used to when you're following an opponent to also be protecting yourself with builds as well. Wow, you didn't see that. Because if you're following an opponent and you're just running through their stuff, then they're going to absolutely murk you, right? Now, this part right here is a Mongrel classic. You drop down, boom, 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 boom. This one's really fun in my opinion. That's the piece control aspect of it. Run through that course a few times, and then you can pick a more advanced level piece control course. But that course, in my opinion, is very, very good. Obviously, having piece control and all of that doesn't matter if you don't have good aim. So this is the aim trainer I use in Fortnite. Island code is right there. It's very good to practice all around, like every little thing that you will need in every situation. And I've seen a lot of pro players use it as well. You can use Click's aim trainer map, but this isn't an ad stream, so I'm not gonna showcase that one. It works very similar to this one anyways, so it's whatever. So it has some of the newer weapons they've added into the game as well, but essentially you're just gonna pick, okay, an AR, you're gonna pick an SMG, you're gonna pick and it has all these different scenarios. Obviously, I can't run through every single one of them because that would take forever. But this one is the 1v1 duel one. So, boom. Very good for like practicing, especially for like no builds. But like in builds, obviously, you're in someone's box. You know, picture this, you just edited in someone's box. This one's like a reactive exercise to get better flicking. I usually use the S and G when I use this exercise. You can also use an AR, like if you're just gonna pop shots like this. You get the picture. It has all these different exercises to help you with your tracking, you know, your aim, all that. Sometimes you can just, you know, hold your mouse on them without firing. And then, you know, holy cow, I don't have enough mouse pad space. So it's a very good map to practice like every single scenario that you would ever need. And it's one of the reasons I like this map so much. Even for surge tags at long range, they have one. Like, oh, there's people over there. Nice bloom. You get the picture. So we have a piece control map and an aiming map. In terms of like practicing rotations and that sort of thing, you can really pick any sort of zone wars map, like bio zone wars, tilted zone wars. You can pick any sort of those maps to help you like with rotations, editing in rotations and stuff like that. I personally just like the tilted zone wars one because it's fun. I'm sure we've all seen the Tilted Zone Wars map at this point, so I don't really need to showcase it that heavily. Obviously, though, the best experience for rotations and that sort of thing is actually playing the game, getting into open scrims or something like that. But this will help you in terms of like building in rotations and that sort of thing. It's set in Tilted Towers and it's a Zone Wars map. And it has all these different kinds of weapons in it. Very fun map. Honestly, just plays for the fun of it sometimes. You get the picture, though. The only bad thing about it is it shows the nameplates, so it's not like super realistic in that regard, but it still helps you. In my opinion, it's good to see the nameplates because when you're learning to rotate and build while you rotate, you kind of need that crutch. Box fights, I like Pandvil's box fight map. It's a 2v2 box fight map. It's a very good map and just to learn how to box fight effectively. So once you put like the piece control and the aiming part of it together, you've done a few zone wars, I'd come in here and learn how to box fight. And just take note when you die, like, okay, what did that player do to clap me? Like, oh, he made this peak and I did this edit wrong when I shouldn't have done that, or I should have put that build there. Like, make sure that you're learning from each death and don't just rage. Oh, I died, he must be hacking, he must have better aim, he's a sweat. No, when you lose a fight, ask yourself, well, what did that guy do better than me? What could I have done better? So I'll show you here. I'm probably gonna get my cheeks clapped because people play this map religiously and I don't play it a whole lot anymore. This map's just very good to get rapid box fight practicing. You'll get some really great players who destroy you that you can learn from, and just some really bad ones. $5,000 XP in elimination too. It's not too bad. Alright, now we're ready for an edit course map. You can use any of Raider's edit course maps. Just look up Raider's edit course. This one's a good one in my opinion. It's a 1v1 edit course, so if you have a friend to do it with, you can do it with them, or you can just do it solo. It doesn't matter. So this map's good. It has a bunch of different maps based off of, you know, your skill level. You can go all the way up to impossible. So as you progress your skill, you can, you know, progress what difficulty of levels you're doing. So this one's pretty simple, you know, just make an edit, boom, boom, and you just edit straight through it. Simple ramp edit, boom, 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 boom. Let's go to something a little more difficult. Let's go to the hard difficulty. Another thing is make sure when you're editing that you're using most minimum number of mouse movements that you can. Don't be like, when you edit something, don't go whoosh. Make a small little pop motion, right? It's called crosshair placement, and it helps for you not to have variability in your edits, for you to not have variability in your aim. Wow. So there you have it. There's 4 of the skills I practice. The skills are more important than the maps. Piece control being the most important. Having good aim, obviously. Box fights is the third, probably the most important. And then, you know, learning rotations and end games. And then, lastly, you know, go into an edit course and refine your skills, and you're good to go. I'm gonna have a no build version of this for the no build players, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Oh, and all the codes are in the description for the maps. Yeah.